Hello, guys. Welcome to Call Kar.
Yar.
We're two long distance besties. I live in UK, she lives in Dubai. My name is Ananya, and what's your name?
I'm Khushi. Hi.
And we have calls every single night, most of the nights.
Yes.
So, do you want to tell them what the calls entail of?
So our calls are basically ranging from what has happened in our day, what has happened yesterday, what will happen tomorrow, to deep talks about Mariana Trench, about psychology, about people, mental health, gender stereotypes, to gossip about people that we know about, and Bollywood gossip, gossip about people in the UAE around us, gossip about people in the UK near her. So it is a wide bag of everything and anything under the sun that two girls could speak about. You've got it covered.
So, this time we thought, we think we are comedians and we are very
Yep.
entertaining. Like, what if one of us is having the most shittiest day? These calls
Yeah.
help us vent, and then some or the other person will crack a joke, and we'll be laughing on the call for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we thought, you guys need to be privileged and eavesdrop into our calls. So hence we started Call Kar Yaaar, which is from our hearts, our baby, to you guys.
We're
But
finally opening it up to you.
yes, after like 2 years of like trial run of us just talking to each other.
Yes. Yes.
But yes, Kushi,
Yes.
I heard like a lot of things when you were in university.
All good things, I hope.
Like something about you being some agent or something.
Oh gosh. Okay. We were not agents in
Mm-hmm.
university,
Mm-hmm.
but you could call us similar to this Disney character called Hannah Montana. Both of us,
Yeah.
actually, Ananya and I,
Mm-hmm.
were living double lives all throughout university.
Yeah.
Basically, it was as if we were juggling work, juggling uni's extracurriculars, and trying to have a social life
I mean,
all
I
at
was.
the
She
yeah,
having a
you
social
were
life is a
having a
question
social life.
mark. But
Big
yes.
question mark. Yeah. But we were Hannah Montanas in our head and Hannah Montanas in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But Ananya, what
Mm.
were you doing throughout university to become Hannah Montana?
So, are you asking me what I did learned in university, or what I did in university, or like,
Yes.
okay. So I completed my undergrad from Middlesex University, and I did BA business management majoring in finance. And yeah, it was a 3 year course. But the thing was, the big thing is the fact that both of us were the COVID batch. So we started
Yeah.
in COVID. So I've heard from a lot of seniors that the university was a lot more fun. The university was different prior to COVID, but when we were there, it was basically like a tuition center where we go for a class for like 1 hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was basically like a tuition center. I used to go to class for like 1.5 hours, and I was part of the dance team for the Justin competition, which, if people don't know, it's a huge college fest in Dubai, where I took part in the dance team. Took part with the dance team for the Eastern dance. Yeah. What about you, Kushi?
Yeah. I was a computer science graduate from Heriot-Watt University from 2020 to 2023,
Yeah.
and I was also a part of the athletics team and the
Mm-hmm.
dragon boating team, but again, I was quite antisocial generally back then. So I don't really have a lot of friends from that era of mine,
Mm-hmm.
but that's okay. I mean, I was out working too, so I've made friends there.
So, which university do you go to?
Harriet Watt, ma'am.
What?
No, no, what is unit of power? Harriet Watt, Scottish ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So, did
Yeah.
you do what you like learning? Did you do what you're doing currently? Is it what you learned?
No, I have completely digressed from my field of education. I was a computer science student, like I mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
and I do marketing now.
Yeah.
Partly because, or actually primarily because, when I was doing computer science, it was because my mom wanted me to do it, but I was very sure that I did not want to do it as a career full time.
Yeah.
So when I was in university, I had to navigate through a lot of different career paths to figure out what suits me best and what I would like to actually have a career in post my graduation. And I stumbled across sales, journalism, marketing, and then I stuck to marketing, and here I am today, 5 years later.
Marketing girly
But
in UAE, the dream of every marketing person in UAE. You should start doing those day in the life as a marketing girly reels. I'm pretty sure it'll
uh,
blow up. You should do it on Call Kar Yaaar's page.
we
So,
actually already
mhm.
have you forgotten? We've done one of a day in my life with Ananya's voiceover,
Yeah.
and it was so funny. You guys should watch it on our Instagram at Call Kar Yaaar with 3 A's.
Yes, it we put a lot of relatable content. We put a lot of funny, vibey reels, a lot of get to know us more personally. So follow us there whenever you get a chance. A shameless plug-in,
Yes,
like always. Yeah.
always. But
Hmm?
shameless woman, can you please talk about your work experience? Be shameless, share your LinkedIn as well.
Oof. I started off as an HR intern, and then I did digital marketing, and then I worked in QHSE, which is Quality Health Safety Environment. And then I moved into accounts receivable, where I got a full time position. And then my parents decided to kick me out, and then I had to come for my master's, and then I came to the UK, and then I'm currently doing my master's degree in business analytics. So, and then I need to get a job, and then the market is shit, and then I'm not getting a job currently, but hopefully I do get a job soon. So, yeah, that's my
She will get a
resume.
job soon.
Yeah, so most
Yeah.
of the job positions I spoke about previously were done during university. So, yeah, but
Yeah. Miss Hardworking.
you also, to be very honest. Both of us, I
Yes.
generally don't remember. Like, I think both of us were working and we were living such separate lives. So we never knew what's
Yeah.
happening in each other's life. But I remember because I moved to like Middlesex University, one day I just called her, I'm like, hey, are you in university? And she didn't know what's going on because she didn't even know I moved to Middlesex University. And she's like,
No, I did know.
you didn't know?
I mean, I was briefly aware because you had called me before joining Middlesex to ask me
Right.
how it was, and you
Mm-hmm.
told me that you were going to join it, but I hadn't known exactly whether you had joined and started university or not.
Uh-huh. Okay. So
Yeah.
the most antisocial person, I just randomly called her and then I met her. And that's when I think both of us got to know that both of us are working. Or I don't know if we knew.
Yes.
And so coincidentally, our paths did match. And then from then, I think rest is history. And here we are. But being the youngest person in your workplace, I'm pretty sure because you also done so many jobs that
Yes.
at least most of the places you would be the youngest person. How was
Yeah.
that experience for you?
Um, well, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of negative things about
Mm-hmm.
being the youngest person at a working place, but
Yeah.
I'm so thankful and I'm so privileged that I did not have that experience. Uh, Plus or minus a few people, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
overall, my experience was quite positive despite being the youngest. It is not that my being the youngest was an advantage for me,
Mm-hmm.
but it was something that people would take attention of, but be like, we still need to take her seriously because she is
Right.
still an equal in this environment,
Mm-hmm.
which I am very, very thankful for. But
Okay.
yeah,
Can I
I
ask you a
both
question?
had a mixed bag. Yes, of course, please.
It's pertaining to the same thing you spoke right now, so I'm going to just ask.
Mhm.
The field
Okay.
you're working in right now, yes, you're a marketing girly, but you specialize in social media as
In
a whole,
social media,
right?
yes. Yes.
And which is a very, so to say, a very new thing. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
marketing campaigns and people taking social media seriously have has happened in very recent times. And a
In the
lot of
last
people
5, 7 years, yes.
exactly. And the previous or like a lot of people in companies also are like you said older people, so do you think
Mm-hmm.
because it's such a current new trend and it's a new position which is opened up, and obviously everyone says Gen Z's are the best at technology and like at social media, do you think um you were more fit or you were more
That's what.
heard
Yeah.
because you were younger?
100% is the case, or at
Mhm.
least, okay, let me put it this way. 100% was the case. People started to take me seriously,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
My field of employment became my advantage despite my age, 100%. When I was like, suppose I was working at this big corporate company called Danube, and I was the vice chairman's direct social media manager. I was not taken very seriously, even as a social media manager when I joined, because they were like, she's 19. I
Yeah.
was 19 at a full-time job, and they were like, भाई बच्ची है, इसको क्या ही पता, we've lived corporate experiences more than you have, and like I've gotten comments saying that we've lived the corporate life longer than you've ever been born.
Yeah.
सारे डायलॉग सुने मैंने भी. But the vice chairman was very persistent on trusting me and listening to me and being like, no, she knows what she's talking about, let's listen to her.
Yeah.
And slowly then on, the people started taking me more seriously. So even in social media, only one person did trust me initially, and then people started taking me seriously. And
Okay.
then when I branched out to traditional marketing, like I did production, I was a part of billboards and meetings of those kinds.
Yeah.
People started taking me seriously there as well, because I had established that kind of trust.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
100%, you're right. Like social media has helped me. Like the fact that I work in social media primarily has helped me despite my age.
Yeah. It makes
But
sense.
you've
Yeah.
also been you've also been the youngest in your working places, I'm sure. Was your experience any different, or was it?
So, no, I think, like you said, majority of my experiences have been really good. I think most of them. But I see you're very just Bharti, or you're very, full of first when you like start working like at an early age, or like anyone who enters the work place. And what people don't know at that age is this work politics. But yeah, I don't think that affected me as much. There were a lot of misunderstandings, maybe a little few miscommunications, but as a whole, it was a very nice, cutesy experience. And yeah, if someone gives me a job, I can still continue saying that. But no one wants to do that. I think it's more to come. Let's give Ananya a job episode than juggling unique
So
life.
कॉल कर यार ने अनन्या को जॉब दो यार.
UK में sponsorships are
मिल
ready.
जाएगा.
मिल
मिल जाएगी.
100%.
Jobs मिल जाएंगे. Okay, so we know why I started working young is because I had to branch out and find different jobs apart
Yeah.
from computer science. But what was it for you?
Firstly, I was actually a very below average student in 11th and 12th. So, and that actually brought down my self esteem and my confidence very much so. So, for me, it was more of I can prove it to myself, firstly. And I mean, proving to the world is होता रहता है कि सब लोग कुछ ना कुछ बोलते हैं. It was more of proving it to myself that I can do it and I am capable of it. I can balance both of them very well. But other than that was financial independence.
Yes.
I don't think it was the fact. I don't know. Like I just wanted to taste money, or like I wanted, and I even like if people ask me right now, I'm like, I don't know what I want to do, but I know I want to work in finance because finance is money, and I love money. So money is something that from very early on I want to see. I want to know. I wanted to start earning, start investing, etc. So yes, financial independence, and maybe I was a very impatient person, like we can hear through all the previous stories. So I wanted to cut the chase and get a job as soon as I pass out from university.
Makes sense.
So
Very valid.
hence, I worked in the company for 1.5 years prior to me getting a full time there. So it was a natural progression for me to get a full time. So I think that was another thing why I started working.
So you were
here.
technically promoted in the same company.
In a way, yeah. I was working in a different department, then I moved to another department, and then in that same department, I got a full time opportunity. Yes.
Damn.
I mean, you keep it pretty. You're at this podcast. But no, I've heard this story. I don't know from your auntie that you wanted to be a taxi driver when you were a kid or some. I don't know, like hala taxis. Like what?
No. So I've always wanted to work. मुझे बचपन से कीड़ा है कि I want to work. in
Mm.
whatever, regardless. Like, I was the kind of child who was convincing my parents to let me start working since I was in 11th and 12th,
Mm-hmm.
but they did not let me, and I don't think it was even legally allowed. But that is why, ever since I was a child, my dream job was to become a taxi driver, because in my head I'm like, you can become one at 18 and start working, because as soon as you
Oh
get your driving
wow.
license, you can just
Yeah.
I'm thankful that it hasn't panned out, and my career ambitions were like, okay, let's change it a little bit.
Mm.
But yeah, so I have one very important question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that, you were balancing both lives,
Yeah.
the uni life and the work life,
Yeah.
because again, both of them were equally important,
Mm-hmm.
right? How was that? Like, how was your balancing? What were your hacks, if you had any?
So, you know the phrase walking on a tightrope, or like when we go to the
Yeah.
vegetable vendors back in India. Oh
Circus.
no, even that
Oh,
the circus, but even in like vegetable vendors back in India, they have that balancing thing. You put weights here and then you
yeah.
weigh the vegetables. You need to get that straight to an extent. Yes, it goes up and down. We are humans. It happens. Errors happen. Everything happens. But the whole idea was to at least get it as close as possible. So yes, it was a very tough ride. I think I used to hardly get sleep sometimes. I used to run around. I think the hacks when you spoke about multitasking, like
Yeah.
multitasking is your key. There were times where I have like assignments plus like work from work, job from work from work. Okay, sorry. So I had to like balance them out. But I think my holy grail, the only thing I love the most in life, the only thing I will do forever in life, if I was put in that position, was power naps. So I think I got like what 4 hours of sleep every day because I used to get up at 6, go to work, go to university, come back home by like 8:30, sleep for like an hour or two, and mom be screaming, dinner is ready. And that's when I run to the kitchen, eat something, and then like take a bath, get
Yeah.
ready, and start doing my assignments for the day. And then sleep. So that power naps in the short periods or sleeping in the metro, like the power naps are like my best tools for life source. And I love sleeping. So I would do that. Other thing is, I think it's even for you, the biggest lesson we've learned
Yes,
is time management.
for sure.
If we can manage our time properly,
I
all
think
this will work
the
out.
quote "time is money" is very, very, very valid,
Mm,
because you don't realize
yeah.
how much time management it would require for you to have a proper balance till you do it.
Hmm.
Like before, when we were children, and they used
Yeah.
to keep telling us, "Oh, manage your time better." Beta, what are you talking about? And then when we started doing that, we were like, "Oh, that's what they were
Yeah.
talking about." But
What about you? What
I
would
think
your hacks be?
I think
How did you
kind of
balance it out?
similar. My day in the life was
Hmm.
actually very, very similar to you, and you know that. It's just sometimes it would be very haphazard, because when I was at Danube, so there were events and exactly
Marketing.
marketing. Like, marketing is, there's no structure basically. So there were days when there was haphazard and there was no routine, and those days would throw me off and throw my time management and actually throw my schedule off, because I would survive on my schedule.
Hmm.
Ananya said power naps were her
Yeah.
besties. For me, it was my schedule. Um,
Oh
even
yes,
now.
even now you can like open Khushi's, like she will have like from what time are we calling each other to like I have a hospital visit or like I have to take my dogs out for a
Dogs out
walk.
for a walk,
Everything's in
like
a
every
schedule.
daily thing is not like that's already fixed. But yes, if Ananya and I, yes,
Over
okay,
exaggeration, Khushi,
sorry.
let me
But
live.
I meant like, if there's a very specific meeting, or even if it's just me hanging out with a friend, I will put that in there so that I don't forget and I can account for it.
Yeah.
Uh, so scheduling,
Mhm.
Google Calendars, please sponsor us. But the other thing that I think both of us, and I think this is something that we were both discussed multiple times, is the fact that we had such a strong support system back at home and with our friends. Uh,
100%.
Not a lot of our
Mm-hmm.
friends necessarily understood what our lives were looking like, but the fact that all three
Yeah.
of us, you, me, and Sarah, who's our third bestie, all three of us were living such busy lives, and yet we managed to make space for everybody's nuances. that was fantastic. All our other friends were so considerate and so understanding. Ke, theek hai, they are focused. They are horses with blinders on. Let them be right now. And the fact that I think both of our families were our punching bags after one point, because you get so tired,
Yeah,
you come back home and
100%.
you're just like, why is this made for dinner, what is this going on? And for our parents to just be like, it's okay, today she's frustrated, don't say anything, it's okay, today she's having a bad day, don't say anything. I don't know of how many people would actually take that for us and do that, but the fact that they did.
No, honestly, yeah, because I remember I would like enter like my house at like 7:30, whatever time I could come home. I should enter and just go to my room and slam the door. Because like I'm like I have no energy to speak to anyone. Even on like weekends when they would be like waiting for me, I would be sleeping because I'm that tired. So like I think they
Yeah.
understood it the most. Compared I don't think we could have done it without their support
100%.
in any way. So yeah, and I think she forgot to mention it, but I will mention it. Um, I
Mhm.
think for me, my biggest support system apart from my family, even more than my
Yeah,
friends,
same
would
for
be
me.
Kushi. Because I remember when we met each other, obviously we weren't the closest of friends. We knew that each other existed, but we weren't the closest of friends. But what brought us together was this experience. We couldn't speak about this experience and expect someone else to understand. Our parents have been doing this for years. They're so used to it. Our friends have not started doing it.
Yeah.
They don't understand what's going on. It is such a difficult boat to navigate also. And the fact that we had each other and we were like, you know what, this is happening. So like, how am I? Or like, calm me down. Or like, the fact that we could talk to each other and
Yeah.
we understood each other better than anyone
100%.
else in the world. Like I think, yeah, so my biggest support system in that way also, and that's what is the foundation of our
Yes.
friendship and has gotten us
Honestly.
to where we are.
Yeah,
I
100%. No,
think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I could talk to her about anything and know that she would know what to say back to me and know that she would understand. Because again, there are sometimes where something's happening in your workplace, like someone's being mean or playing those corporate politics, and you can't necessarily go and tell your parents, right? Because they get so stressed. So
Yeah.
the fact that I could tell
Yeah.
Ananya, because I couldn't explain that to any other friend of mine. So if I could explain that to Ananya, and it'd be like, okay,
Mhm.
Ananya understands. If she'll tell me something back, I'll tell her something back, and that's the way we used to just roll. So 100%, my biggest support system as well, for sure.
I just wanted like self tarif.
But okay,
But
आपने
yes.
support system
Hmm.
पा लिया है. You have a degree now. You
Hmm.
have.
Sare ga ma pa da ni sa.
Please. We This is not the
Okay, so
comedian behavior Ananya was talking about. We're actually quite funny in real life, apart from moments like this. We will cut this. But um
excuse me,
okay.
no, we're keeping this.
But
Huh,
आपने
bolo.
support system पा लिया है, आपने degree पा ली है, you have a career now.
Hmm.
If I was
Hmm.
to give you a time
Yeah.
machine to go back and live the same things, would
Hmm.
you live it again or would you not?
Hmm. Are we living in an
Yes.
ideal situation where the
Yes.
market is
Everything is
perfect
ideal,
and
everything
stuff
is
is.
the way you
Oh,
want it to. Would you?
but was our past the same to the point we are
Yes, ma'am.
currently?
This is a situation where you can navigate through anything you want to. You can alter it.
So, if can you alter the
Yes.
past, is what I'm asking. So, if I can alter the past and I was like the 99% student, then I don't think I would care. But if I was the student I was in school, I think this was the
Hmm.
biggest boost I needed. So, I wouldn't like
Yeah.
want to change it. Let me be very honest. If someone comes and asks me, should they work during university, I would
Hmm.
be like, no. There were certain, we were in
Yes.
different circumstances back then. We were going through COVID. During COVID,
Yeah.
nothing was happening, right? Now, and I can clearly say this because I am in UK. I came here for a year of masters, and the amount of fun I've had, it is insanity. Obviously, it is difficult also, all that,
Yeah.
put all that apart. But imagine doing that for 3 years. It's actually fun. Like you're living your life in a vibes. So I wouldn't recommend this to someone else. But knowing me, I may have
Yeah.
done the same thing again. And also, like other points, remember, we also got
Yeah.
very burned out. And if you're applying for some of the universities, they want you to have work experience for masters. This does not count. If it's an internship or a part-time, it does not get
Yes.
counted to your experience. Firstly, maybe I may be wrong. There may be few universities who still take you, but according to what I've seen, you need at least 2 to 3 in a few universities, and this is not counted as such. Um, so, and in the UK market currently, when I'm looking for a job, I am not getting a job, maybe because I don't have experience in the UK market, or like no one cares in a way that though I've
Yeah.
worked my ass off, you know. So yeah, I don't know if there's much significant value, but yeah, I feel like I would do it again just for my satisfaction. What about you?
I'm quite conflicted on this, because anybody that does know me knows that I like work is my life also. I
She lives for
love
work.
working, and
Yeah.
not just because of anything else. Like, you
Yeah.
could call me a workaholic, but I'm trying to find a balance. But I think that part of me would inherently triumph over me saying, "Oh no, I don't want to." I think the workaholic Khushi would always take over and be like, "Listen, you want to, like, keep quiet, shut up, you know that you want to." But again, the mental burnout, like you said, was not worth it. I think I've experienced two burnouts where I was just like, I cannot do this anymore. I think I should just give up everything. Why?
Yeah.
And my parents warned me this would happen. Let's be honest. They warned me. They were like, don't do so much right now when you've not even begun to be at the age where you have to work. Like, typically people start working when they're 22, 23, whereas both of us at 22, 23 have like 3 to 5 years of experience, which is,
I have 2.5 and I have one
yes, three
degree
years of
extra. That's
experience
it.
almost. I have
Hopefully.
around 4 to 5 years of experience. It's not normal. So the burnout was also not normal. It was very real. And I don't know if the burnout would have been worth it. But like you mentioned, I think one of the major reasons that we were both also doing it was the fact that it was COVID. And I remember in my head while I was in university going like, we've just gone through one of the most uncertain time periods of our lives. Something that I think no other generation might ever go through and hopefully should never go through. But when you've gone through something that uncertain, you wouldn't want to leave your career opportunities to, to the open market, which is why I think right now, if it was an ideal situation, I still may have done it, but I would have done it a little less. Like, I would have done internships and chilled, gotten experience, and really had a good university life as well. But if the situations were the same, I would 100% do it again. I think the kind of position it has put me in today, very much needed. But yes.
Makes sense. So it's
Yeah.
new learnings for everyone.
Um, I
So
just
this is
wanted
over.
to I just wanted to
Yeah.
say one thing. I know that there could be a lot of people in today's day and time that are doing this now, right? They're juggling both university and work life. And we know that juggling through all of that, juggling through university, work, friendships, families, your ambition, your personal balance time, it can get very, very messy. And Ananya and I are here for
Yeah.
you. If you want someone that can make you feel a little less alone, someone that can help you just laugh through it or talk about it, Ananya and I are both always here for you. Let us know, and we're,
So either you
yes,
can comment or like you can just come to our Instagram and just message us and we're always
yes,
there, ready to reply to you
yes.
guys. Yeah. So should we go to my favorite segment?
Yes, we can.
Dive in
Do you want to explain what the segment is to our first episode podcast viewers?
So we basically go to a bathtub and then we jump into it and see how deep we can dive.
That's not what we're doing, guys. Ananya is just joking. But
So what is it, Kushi?
we have a lot of deep conversations very regularly. Actually, it's one of our Khushi and Ananya trademark
Favorite
things, favorite things, also trademark things also. So we were like, why not bring that into the podcast setting, and why not talk about all of this here? So that's what we're going to be doing. Each of one of us will ask each other one question and we'll answer them.
Yeah.
Ananya?
Do you want to go
Oh,
first or should I
am
go
I going?
first?
Okay, I can go first. Not an issue. What memory of
Mm.
us makes you smile or makes you emotional even today?
Oh, you're going to start crying, Kushi. Do you have tissues next to you? I'm such a cool person. Uh, did you cry?
Yeah, already.
Really? Before even saying anything? So, I don't know if you guys know, but we're actually a trio. So it's me, Kushi, and another human being called Sarah, who is currently in UK with me, but very far away. So she doesn't live. She lives very far away in a place called Brighton,
Yes.
which is I think 6 hours away from me. So we also don't meet each other that often. But when, like we mentioned before, me and Kushi were working, so half our time would go there and university and everything like that. So as per se, like we never had a proper social life. But when Sarah would fly down from UK,
Oh, the best.
that's when the party started. So this would be like 3 days, or like 3 days or 2 days, 3 days, like 2 nights and 3 days where it would just be the three of us. Or we would do like house hopping, and prior to the whole sleepover, we would have like parents meeting each other, like a whole
We'll have a
family
whole sleepover
reunion.
weekend. Yes.
Yeah, and after which we'll have the sleepover where we would do random things from like swimming to like cycling to like watching movies, going to the restaurants, board keep, like you name it, we've done
Yeah.
it. And it would be just like those 3 days is just us switched off from the world and just in each other's world, you know? And I think every year I would look to
Yeah.
this particular point and particular 3 days, and these are the best times. Like people have like uni experiences. We used to have these 3 days experiences, and like no one and nothing could have matched those 3 days experiences. So yeah, that would be like the most emotional.
No.
Are you crying, Kushi?
A little bit. I am too.
Oh,
It was, yeah, those 3 days were the best 3 days of our lives. That year, my gosh.
yeah, but we didn't have it this
Yeah.
year because scheduling did not schedule. But hopefully next year we do.
Yes.
But yeah, it's my turn now. What kind of compliments mean something to you?
Compliments that mean something. Actually, I like anybody who can express some things through words. Words are my thing, but I think any kind of compliment that really notices the smaller things about you.
So, can I ask you a
Yeah.
question? You like someone who's eloquent with their words.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Hence.
Yeah.
Okay, so was it this you flexing eloquence?
Yeah, like the amount of time Kushi's come and told us, I like people who are very eloquent with their words. I want friends who are very eloquent with their words. So like I had to like why is she putting in like normal English?
Yes.
She use the English she uses.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually do prefer a lot of eloquence, but I think in terms of compliments, any compliment that really just shows that you've paid attention, just the smallest of things, is good enough. But other than that, I think just the generic compliment of "I'm proud of you" does mean a lot to me.
Kushi,
Yes.
I'm very proud of you.
Aw,
I hope you pooped well
yes.
and I hope you ate well. Yeah, very small things. So I've mentioned all the small
100%.
things. So hopefully I
I'm
made
very
your day.
grateful. Thank you. You have made my day.
But should we go to our other segment and
Yes.
the final segment? I promise, guys,
Yes. We won't take up
which
any of your
is
time.
manifest. Yeah, manifest kar lo yaar. Do you want to say what your manifestations for this week are?
Yes. I would like to have a fun-filled week. I would have a week where I just got a new like projector in my room, so I hope I can set it up and
Yeah,
it can work, and then I will watch all my movies in my room. So I'm manifesting that it works. And yeah, I hope just it's a fun-filled week. What are you manifesting?
I manifest that. 1 second, I think I need to sneeze, but the sneeze is here, but it's not
Oh,
sneezing. Okay, we're
you
fine.
manifest a sneeze?
I man. I manifest that I apply to way more jobs every day. Like I increase my count of applications. I complete a course which I'm currently doing. In the next week, I think these two are real achievables. And if someone wants to come and call me for an interview, I'll also manifest that. So yeah, let's do like short-term manifestations for this week.
Yes.
So yeah, let's do it. Hello universe. What's up, brother?
We love you.
We love you. And we love you guys also.
Call your
See you
besties.
soon.
Do it.
Yes, call your besties. All of us miss our besties. So yes, see you guys soon. Love you guys.
You.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.